I got a question for you. It's aside from the quiz. Quiz time is over.
Okay.
As hairdressers, as people in our industry, okay, why do we name everything after haircuts and stuff after food, drinks, or animals?
You know what?
Why?
This is something I constantly ask myself all the time. I'm always asking about that. It's so okay. That's a fun one to bring up. Let me
because let's put it this way, okay? I mean, I'm waiting for the golden retriever haircut. Okay,
it's coming. We can start it. It's coming.
Usually, I'm always hungry and/or thirsty, and I want an iced mocha color. I want an iced mocha. Okay.
I want to. Oh, we should create the lasagna.
Why are you doing this, man?
We should come up with the spaghetti and meatballs color. How about that? That would be fun. Yeah, no, it's always it's a strawberry shortcake. It's always
the butterfly.
Some animal. Yeah. Where's the cheetah? Well, the cheetah color was a thing.
It was. And I know you live with someone with a closet full of cheetah patterns.
I have the animal preserve is in the closet. It's insane. It's insane. I tell her all the time, like, you got Africa's in the closet. We never have to go on a safari. There's no animals to look at over there. They're all in the freaking closet.
But I mean, I know why we, in all seriousness though, I know why we do it, because it's things that you can relate to, but I mean,
you know why? Is because it's things you could relate to and you like it. There was a comedian, Dennis Leary, and he did a skit on animals. And he says, it's only the cute animals that we care about. We don't care about the uglies. And in part of his skit, he's like, what are you? Like he said, we should just get them all lined up and interview them all and figure this out once and for all and put it to bed. He's like, what are you? I'm an otter. What do you do? I swim on my back and I do this cute little thing with my hands. He's like, all right, you're free to go. He goes, what are you? I'm a cow. You're a baseball glove. Get in the truck. It's like, what the? Oh my gosh. Because nobody wants to look like a cow.
Well, and what I want to know is when are we going to do prime rib color?
Oh my gosh, I'd be all for that, dude. How the nice marbling on a sirloin? We could create that. Because ombre. Okay, here's a homework assignment for the chat. Okay, you've got ombre, you've got balayage, you've got dimensional block coloring techniques, right? Combining those three techniques, create the sirloin. The marble. What should we call this thing? Come up with the name right now, bro.
Well, I see. I'm
the prime rib.
I'm thinking prime rib. Okay,
prime rib. I am all for it. You need red. I will accept red copper. You need some blonde. You need platinum, but I'll accept blonde because blonde and red going together is kind of rough.
And you need like a golden brown for the caramelization on the outside of the meat.
I am all for it. I want this. And I'll do you one even better. This is how good I want this. Somebody can post a picture of this. Send us an email to HTB Beauty. Okay? Go to htbbeauty.com. Send us an email. Or even send it to me directly too. I don't care. Eddie@htbbeauty.com. I will send you one of our color kits. I don't know. I'll send you something. I don't know what I'll send you. I'll send you something. We'll figure it out. Oh my gosh. I will work with you. We will figure something out. Okay. That's how excited I am. Send me a color.
Actually, you send us I'll do her one better. I'll do you one better. We'll send you something, and then also we will do a video of it. We'll create it. and do a
We
video.
will get you on here and interview you, man. We will promote you. Okay.
We'll bring you on.
We'll create a class out of it, even if you want to, man. I don't know. I'm getting all like this just didn't turn into a discussion no more. This turned into a whole think tank brainstorm session over here. Oh man. Okay, prime rib. That's call Darren. Let him know. We got the next.
Let him know.
We got the next
prime rib color. But really, I mean, I think we give these things names because it's easily identifiable to things that kind of make us happy. You know?
It is. It's everybody. I argue this a lot with you, and I argue this a lot with our little circle. Why are we always comparing something to something else? Why can't we just create something and let it stand on its own laurels? But that's the thing. You need to wrap your mind around what you're trying to digest when you're looking at something, or when you're listening to something, when you're reading something.
Right.
And your brain needs to create some level of an expectation. That's really what it comes down to. Just so you can have a baseline of what you're supposed to do, right? Now, the movie I recommended to you earlier, then what did I tell you? I just said it's just fun, nonstop fun from start to finish. Like, right. I didn't want to give anything away. I didn't want to preface it by saying anything, but I got to sell you on the idea of you watching this thing, right? So it's got to be on something. It's the same thing, especially with hair color, with trends in general. It's the same thing. You want to name it something, to coin it something, so then this way easily people can think about and reference back to. So it makes sense.
Right. I mean, it's just like
some of the names are goofy though, but overall I understand the concept of it. It does make sense.
It's like Cowboy Copper. When you think of that, when you say Cowboy Copper, we all have the same visualization, probably different intensities, but same visualization of what that color should look like, right?
Well, here's the thing. I mean, copper in general, I think, is the most confusing color of all time. Copper and caramel, I think, are the two most confused, argued tones of color of all time.
Well, I'll throw a third one in there, blonde. Blonde is a subjective term, man.
Blonde is subjective, but blonde is pretty much its level, 8, 9, and 10. What level or what intensity of blonde you want is different, but it's clear cut and dry. Yeah, what?
What? Ash blonde, golden blonde.
That's the total.
Strawberry blonde.
It's still either 8, 9, or 10. It's either level 8, 9, or 10. That's it. Like, you got to get into that zone of the blondes.
But really, if it's someone as dark as you and I are naturally, you could bring them up to a 5, and they're going to say, "Look at the blonde streaks in my hair."
That's just a misuse of the term. That's not identifiable as no. You're mixing up. All right, that's a whole other discussion into itself. But you're mixing up two different tones there.
Time out. How many times have you had a client sit in your chair and go, "I want to be blonder"?
Because again, they're misusing the term. They want to be lighter, but they're just referring to it as blonder because that's what they're identifying as lightness.
But that's why they put names to this, because then if she sat in your chair and went, "I want to be Cowboy Copper blonde," now you know what you're looking for, right?
No, I have no idea what that is. What is that? There's no such thing. What even is that?
You could tone it to a copper blonde.
Isn't that just strawberry blonde?
Is it?
I'm asking, sucker. I'm not telling.
Well, but then okay, Cowboy Copper blonde. But then there's rose gold blonde.
Yeah, that's rose gold. That's not copper.
Still red.
What?
Thank you for proving my point.
It's significantly more gold in there than it is copper in there, guy. You're like, where are you? Where even are you? Do we need a swatch book? Somebody post a swatch book. We need to really. Rose gold could be interpreted as a cowboy copper tone.
How many? What if you Googled rose gold right now? How many shades would come up?
4.
I think you get a whole lot more than that.
I think the parameters in what you're trying to describe are under different parameters than what I'm talking about.
Okay, if you say so.
Are you going to start Googling right now?
No.
Thanks for joining us for today's episode. If our hair topics made you smile, give us a thumbs up. Drop your thoughts in the comments. We'll read them while waiting for our color to process. Share this video with your stylists and friends. It helps us make a difference, one strand at a time. And don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you never miss an episode. Because your hair deserves all the latest and greatest tips.